Oh, man. Okay, so when we're in that world, that Austin world, I know that, dude, there's a record. I used to collect records in Austin, and I found a record, the Austin Rhythm and Blues Christmas.
Right.
And you're credited on that record.
Well, I was working at Epic Records, and I was going in and out of Austin because of a friend of mine named Wayne Nagel, who called up one day and goes, this is Wayne Nagel. I want you to come to Austin, Texas this Friday to see Will in the Kill. I said, Will in the Kill? Yeah, Will Sexton. And I'm like, and I'd never been to Austin. And I said, that's funny. I just met this guy the other night out here in Hollywood named Charlie Sexton. He goes, that's his big brother.
Yep.
I said, how old is Will? He goes, he's 15 and he's playing on Friday night and you need to come. I'm like, okay. I said, who else is on the bill? He goes, the True Believers. I'm like, I'll see you on Friday, because I love Alejandro Escovedo is one of the most amazing artists and friend, but amazing artist and one of the most important people on God's green earth.
So to New York and Austin. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Right?
So he's, and he's from the Bay Area. He's a gypsy. He's amazing, amazing. So the point being is I started going to Austin as often as I could. I heard that record. I got the people at Epic Records to buy that record, and we put it out.
Wow.
I got the fabulous Thunderbirds signed to a deal when they put out Tough Enough, which the guys I worked for wouldn't put it out, but Tony Martell, who ran the Associated Labels, who I know because of my early days with Nempera Records and Nat Weiss, where I worked with Steve Forbert and Stanley Clark and Jan Hammer and signed the Romantics. And the Romantics is the first band I ever signed in my life, and the first record I ever made in my life that I did everything and had no idea what I was doing was What I Like About You.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty good start. I was very lucky and fortunate about that.
Hell yeah.
But I just have an incredible affinity for Austin and the Hill Country and small town Texas and Texas music.
Yeah.
And I tell people, I'm from New York. My cell phone rings in L.A. My heart is stuck in Austin. No, my heart is in Austin, Texas, and I'm stuck in Nashville with the Memphis Blues again.
Yeah, great Nashvilleian article that highlights you as the Pope of 5 Points.
Well, that was nice of Chuck to do that.
Yeah, a good buddy. Okay, you're talking about iconic Texas people, and on that record, the Rhythm and Blues Christmas, Paul Ray. And I remember for years Paul Ray on KUT.
Oh yeah,
this is Twine Time.
Yeah, Twine Time. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I got to be around Tim. When I was coming and going, and I was coming and going a lot from Austin, Texas. I mean, in fact, my friend Monty Warden, who's in the Wagoneers, who I signed, first act I signed to A&M Records, is actually playing the Grand Ole Opry here tonight. And
are we going?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I think we have a dinner, and then there's another act I'm going to see that you're going to meet when we drive over to Marathon Music in a minute. But I got to see Monty sing yesterday. He did the WMOT, Finally Fridays.
Yeah.
And it was just like time traveling between seeing him, seeing Cheap Trick the night before. Because with the Romantics, we used to tour with Cheap Trick for years.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And the shows were incredible. Robin Zander, to this day, is one of my favorite singers. That band is one of my favorite bands. I miss Bunny Carlos being in that band, but Rick Nielsen's kid, Dax, the other night crushed it. Robin looked great. He sang great. Tom Peterson's become a good friend, and he's an amazing human being. Amazing, cat, great father. So, and great bass player, and great singer, and great looking.